And it seems like we have Argus in here. Let's start by just getting rid of him. Where is he? It's up here. Here we go. Isaro phase 1. And we just have to wait for him to, well, stop. Isaro phase 2. Alright. And final phase is Isaro. I think I killed him too fast in the previous one to get the, yeah, we lost the key. I don't think I got the buff from the last one. Either way, let's just quick check what we got to. Okay, nothing too impressive. Alright, I'm just gonna show you the last phase of the Chimera fight, because otherwise it just takes too long. Well, cloud phase. There we go. Fragment of the Chimera. Alright, Minotaur, and for these I prefer swapping out efficacy for elemental focus. You get a little less duration, but it's no big deal when it's bosses anyway. It's mostly when mapping you want that. And then we get a lot of damage from elemental focus, obviously. We just need to be careful not to get hit by him, because he, well, can be pretty nasty. I'm not, whoops, have to be careful now. And does the slam, and he dives. We use our wall, Righteous Fire. Whoa, okay, that was, got a little lucky near the end. Well, either way, he's actually one of the easier ones with this, as long as you just avoid his slams and dives, because you can at any time, because of the great range on Winter Orb, you can at any time just stay away from him. Alright, let's do Hydra. And there's a lot of increased area effect in here, but I think besides that it's not really anything that we have to worry about too much. And then we just, of course, whoops, want to be careful that that's exactly what I wanted to avoid there. Of the wall pacts. And there we go. That was not too clean, but, well, got it done. And now for the Shaper himself. Do I have the right stuff? Yes. We don't have our Wall Righteous Fire up for this, but it's fine. Alright. And we should have him down. After, oh well, we should go into the next phase after these things here are done. And again, due to the range of Winter Orb, we can pretty much be standing pretty far away and still complete this phase entirely safe and protect Sana. Alright, there we go. Irrelevant. So we don't have our, I'm using it with elemental focus now, so we don't have the effects going off from the heralds right now, so that's why you may notice it looks a little different. Alright, mini boss here. And we can stand in a nice range and deal with this. If you deal damage to us, we pop the wall packs. And phase 2 of Shaper. We have Wall Righteous Fire up now, but we don't want to use it until it goes into that second phase, or the bullet hell type of thing. Could have been decent damage here though. But we have any balls out? There's one up there. And we should have him phase 3 now, yeah. And we got the other phase with this boy here now. There we go. And then final phase for Shaper. Might as well get that Orb of Storms down so we can get some crit procs. And there should be some balls at some point after this, I guess. There's the first. And okay, bullet hell first. Oh, actually there was one more. Okay, it's no big deal. There we go. Ooh, and we even got ourselves a Dying Sun. So that was a good thing I did a recording for Shaper. So we can we made some nice money. 9 reduced charges too. Pretty sweet. That's at least 180. That's actually 200 KS at least. Sweet. Thank you, you two. So final words here for Winter Orb and single target. I think it's pretty damn good if you build it correct, that is. The Inquisitor by far has the best single target potential, but it is fair to say though that the Elementalist is a much better league starter. It's much cheaper to get going, and it's I guess it just feels better for a long time until you get everything up and running together with the Inquisitor. It's taken me a very long time to get this character done because I've done so many different iterations of the type of defense I wanted to have for him, the type of skills I wanted to use for him, ascendancies and so forth. But it's probably been one of my favorite characters to play so far. But I think the true strength of Winter Orb lies in not just its damage, but the fact that it deals a lot of damage, but the fact that it can deal it from such a great distance. And that it gives you a lot of room to move around while you are dealing damage. When I did Uber Elder on this one here, and I'm sorry I don't have the footage for it, but when I did Uber Elder on this here, the reason it felt fairly easy to do was due to the fact that I could move around while dealing damage. So if I had the Shaper up here and Elder down here, if I just kept moving around and in between like the ice spikes that came out, I make sure to have my things charged up and move back and forth, my Winter Orb would keep shooting at the respective targets and dealing massive amounts of damage because, it is built to have a great single target with this type of setup. And it's also what makes a fight such as the Shaper fight here very easy. Before you get like proper upgrades and you get like to the point where you have this great damage, then you have to move around a little more and position yourself. But if the Shaper is up here and he's shooting the balls after you, you move around, you start a step and you can still keep shooting. Then he shoots here, you move back right, and you can like deliver constant damage. And I think that's where the real power of Winter Orb lies. The fact that you don't really have any downtime with it. And that's why getting increased duration, although I have 2 increased duration clusters, and I'll talk more about like my build setup in the next video. But that is what makes these boss fights rather easy, on top of the damage, of course, because it makes it so that you can have plenty of stacks for your Winter Orb up and be efficient and effective with very little downtime to cast it in between, so you constantly deal the maximum amount of damage to boss fights where you otherwise would have to move around a lot to avoid damage. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little demonstration of Winter Orb single target. There's been a lot of people saying that Winter Orb has terrible single target. I definitely don't agree with that, but it can very much be about the way you've built it. If you've built it to be a league starter or map clearer type of thing, then you will obviously have gone a different route, even though this is perfectly fine for that too. Or except for the league starter. I did this as my league starter. Elementalist is by far easier as league starter, but map clear definitely has the same potential. Either way, I'll start working on the video and explain the build a little more in detail. So if you guys are interested in trying this out or just looking for some inspiration, you can find the information then Thank you for watching, guys, and bros, do you even nerd?